at it, Terry. Brubaker's got a point. Look, the DA's probably going to take the same piece of evidence we got it and more or less build his whole case on it.
And here I was thinking it was just a thing to clear Dave of Kate's murder.
Clear Dave? You mean you found something? Well, come on. Tell me, what is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Peter. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I guess you got the message.
Sure I did, just right when I got home. It's kind of weird, though. I just saw you at Leon's.
Well, this is between you and me, and I didn't want to go into it over there in front of Vicky and everybody.
Now, hold it. If this is about Vicky, I don't
No,
need to
it's
hear-
not. Actually, it's about Stacy. I need a favor, Peter. A big one.
A favor, huh? You sound pretty desperate.
I am. I need you to put in a good word for me with Stacy.
Good word. Ordinarily I would, Gil, but come on.
No, wait a minute, Peter. You don't have the whole picture here.
I don't think you have the whole picture. You already saw her once, right?
Yeah, and it didn't do me any good.
It's because you're pushing it. Today's her mother's funeral, for crying out loud.
I know that.
And her father was just arrested for the murder.
But, Peter, it's more than grief that's keeping her out of my reach.
Oh, sure it is, yeah. Well, just add a few memories of you and Amber, and then, well,
No,
you got
that's
the whole...
all over, Peter, and she knows it. I mean, I even told her that Amber went behind my back and had the abortion, and that didn't even get through to her. Peter, I lied to her. I lied to her because I thought it was going to make it easier for her and the kid. But Amber went off and had the abortion, and it all blew up in my face. I need your help, Peter.
So what does this face do? How are you gonna know how Stacy's gonna react to this one?
It's gonna work. Because it's the truth. No more lying. Peter, I love that girl. She's the first woman I've ever known that let me be myself. And I know I did the same for her. You saw the change in her. You saw how she came out of her shell when we fell in love.
That's true.
So what would you do if the situation was reversed?
Reversed.
Yeah. If you were asking me to help you with Vicky. Now you know how I feel.
I never said I didn't.
So will you talk to Stacy for me? She'll listen to you. Will you help me, Peter?
I'm sorry. I don't think I should. I think you should give her more time.
Exactly what is this thing that you found out that's doing all the proving?
No, I didn't find out anything, Babs. I think it was Terry that found out.
No, actually, Lucille did.
Oh, look, I am 1 second away from screaming.
I'm sorry. We're not making much sense, are we?
Well, to each other, maybe.
Do you want to explain it to her, Harold?
Yeah, sure. Down at the clinic, there was a mix-up in prescriptions.
Prescriptions?
Yes. You see, Dave had a prescription for his allergies. And there was a patient there, a Mr. Dale Phelps, who had another prescription. Mr. Phelps left with the wrong bottle, and Dave took Phelps' prescription. So that was why his reaction was one of being totally disoriented and probably caused the loss of memory and the blackout.
Wow. And you mean to tell me this new evidence isn't going to get him off the hook?
Well, who knows? He probably wasn't aware of anything he was doing that night, including the possibility of firing a gun right at Kate.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It may be, Babs, but that's probably the angle that the prosecution's going to take.
Sergeant Brubaker said that Dave had a history of violence while under the influence in the past.
So he's equating Dave's taking this wrong prescription to being drunk?
Exactly.
That, coupled with the motive that Dave had, and the fact that the murder weapon was found near him.
Well, what are you going to do, Harold?
Well, I'm working on it. At least Dave's out on bail.
And we know he wasn't drinking, which should silence a lot of people. Well, look, I've got to be going if I hope to catch up with him again today.
Yeah, fine. We've got things pretty well wrapped up here anyway. If I need any more information, I can get hold of Lucille down at the clinic.
Thanks again, Harold.
I should be thanking you. Look, if you ever get tired of the medical profession, come do private eye work for me.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Bye, Babs.
So long, Terry. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye-bye.
You know, Harold, I think you may be right about her.
What about Terry?
Yeah, I think she would make a great private eye, as long as the investigation had anything to do with Dave Phillips.
She's waiting.
Thank you, Mrs. Lucas. Hello, ma'am?
Hello.
Well, you're probably wondering why I'm calling.
Well, yes, I am.
I just wanted to take you up on your offer of letting me see Eric. With your permission, of course.
Well, he's not here right now.
Oh? And, where is he at this moment?
Eric is still at school. Today's his science club meeting, so he stayed after for that.
Mm-hmm. I remembered that was a kind of a favorite subject of his. Matter of fact, I was going to buy him a chemistry set after I bought him the computer.
Daddy, yes, it's true. He's doing very well on that subject. However, I don't think...
Ma'am, I promise you I won't buy him anything at all without your permission.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Then it might be possible for me to see him later on?
Do you mean later on, as in today?
Well, that would be fine, but if it isn't convenient, tomorrow would be just as good. He wouldn't have science then, would he?
No, he won't, but I...
Well, now,
Still.
Mim, it is all right. I mean, you did say that I could see Eric.
I know I said you could visit Eric, Daddy, and I meant that.
Well, I meant my promise, too, that we should try and settle our differences for Eric's sake. I'm certainly willing to try, and I definitely appreciate the opportunity.
Are you willing enough to come down here to see him?
Chesterfield?
That is where we live. Of course, if you have any reservations.
No. Redlands it is. 3 o'clock, all right?
No, better make it 3:30.
Oh, all right, 3:30, and I'll see you then. And Mim, thank you again very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I didn't mean to walk in on you, but I couldn't help but hear. Did he actually call to come over?
Not just that, he even asked politely.
Well, what do you make of it?
You know, I don't know. Maybe he's beginning to take me seriously.
Well, everything's all set, Mrs. Lucas. I must have been pretty convincing the other afternoon. Miriam is going to let me visit Eric.
Wonderful, sir. Please give Master Eric my regards.
You know, you might give him just more than that.
Pardon?
Well, why don't you send a gift along? I'll buy it, but we'll say it's from you. Something modest, a video game for his computer.
I still don't understand what you mean, sir.
Well, it's a reminder, you see, of what he's missing. His computer is still here, still up in his room, but he can't get at it. Now do you understand?
Oh, I do indeed, sir. Very good. A boy could get very homesick in a short amount of time.
And I think the way to get the gift to Eric is to ask Miriam if I can take Eric to dinner.
Good idea.
See, that is the key, Mrs. Lucas, asking. Miriam doesn't know, I know how.
Well, that just shows how well she knows you, sir.
Well, something good will come of her ignorance. Certainly, I've given up on her ever returning to me as my daughter.
Oh, I can understand that.
Well, there's still a chance to save Eric, as long as I do things slowly, one step at a time. Oh, yes, and if tomorrow she insists on going to dinner with us, I'll simply decide to give him the gift at another time.
Oh, Eric will be back with you soon, sir. I know he will.
Well, not before 6 months. That is the temporary custody ruling that we're bound by.
Oh, 6 months. It's a long time for you to be away from Eric.
I know it is, but I regard it as a time for planting seed, psychological seed for Eric in this instance. And if I do it properly, he might very well develop an intense dislike not only of the house he's staying in, but the neighborhood. but all within the strictest compliance of his mother's wishes.
I agree, sir. For Eric's sake, it's for the best.
I guess you think you've waited long enough to know what your new granddaughter's name is going to be.
Oh, too long. You know, I was just getting ready to name her myself if Jean and Carla hadn't gotten a move on.
Well, maybe they're just holding off because they really want to surprise you.
Surprise me?
Yeah, like maybe naming the baby after you.
Oh, God forbid, one I own in the family is enough. Well, how did the job hunting go today, sweetheart?
Well, not bad, really. In fact, I didn't get hired, but I did come across some interesting possibilities.
Oh, just like in the Bible, huh? In other words, the giants in the land aren't stopping you from taking it.
Well, yeah, I guess not if I keep at it, they won't.
Well, that's the spirit, honey.
And you know what? There's something else I've decided to go for, too, and that's a place for Eric and me.
Oh, you're still thinking about moving out.
Well, actually, I'm doing more than thinking about it now because my mother sent me a check today.
Oh, she did?
It was a very generous one. She was just delighted that I finally stood up to my father, so she said she's going to send me a check every month until I get established on my own. She figures that Daddy will undoubtedly disinherit me for what I did.
Well, now, I wouldn't concern myself too much about that, and I told you you don't have to be in no hurry to move. I keep telling you that.
I know, and I know. I appreciate that. But I still think it's important for Eric and me to have a place of our own.
Oh, I see.
Well, I own you do understand, don't you? I mean, after all, you're the one that's always telling me, yes, that I need to take my responsibilities as a mother.
Yes.
Oh, Redland, don't you dare feel badly. I'll miss you, too.
Well, sweetheart, it's not about to happen just yet, but I tell you what, I want you to promise me
What?
something. That you won't make any foolish moves or do anything until you talk it over with the Lord.
I promise, I promise.
All right, please stopwatches, ladies. I'm here.
Yes, yes. And I think you deserve a big gold star. You are practically on time.
For a change.
I thought I'd beat you here. I thought you were going to stop by and see Nancy.
Oh, I've done that already. I stopped by the King's Arm this afternoon.
You mean she actually did go there?
Where did she get the money?
Oh, Dan Myers. He sees dollar signs in that girl, I tell you.
Oh, well, that's a switch. It's usually the other way around.
Oh,
She
now,
sees-
Babs.
I'm sorry.
Well, now, I'll fill you two in on the situation on the way over to Jean's. Tell you all about how he's putting notions in that girl's head about sudden wealth, suing Ben Martin. I'll go upstairs and get my coat and hat.
Yeah.
Something has crossed my mind more than once lately, and I don't want Ione to hear about it.
Come on, Mom. You're not even gonna tell me my own sister's name?
You'll know when everyone gets here. That's when we'll announce it.
What about if I guess at it?
Now, what about if we finish this spelling?
Oh, brother.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dad.
Hey there, buddy.
Good having you home early.
Well, I thought I'd come home early and give you a hand with everything for tonight.
Oh.
Washing up sure beats this yucky stuff.
Take your books upstairs with you and straighten out your room.
Why? Who's going to be looking up there?
I may be looking up there, young man. You better grab those books and go upstairs and do what your mother tells you.
I'm gone.
You know, that son of ours is gonna go through your boot camp probably before me.
Well, you're getting off to a pretty good start. You know, it's not every day that you come home to help me with dinner, special occasion or no.
Yeah, well, I've had it up to here with all this running around stuff, so this is nice.
The Kate Carruthers murder?
Yeah, I went to the funeral with McGovern, and I chased Carruthers all over the place trying to get a statement, and then I was after Brubaker trying to get a statement from him, and then... You don't want to hear all of this stuff, do you?
All I want is for my man to enjoy his wife and his family. And I plan to do just that. Yeah. Wanna make a bet?
And why don't you want Ione to hear?
Because it's about Nancy, that's why.
Are you sure you want me to hear?
Look, I'm serious, Miriam. 10 to 1, our ex-roommate is up to her old tricks. I think she's faking it.
Faking? Well, that accident was very real. Ben's career is at stake because of it.
I know the accident was real. I just don't buy that gravelly voice of hers.
Ben operated on her vocal cords. I mean, do you expect her to sound normal?
Well, no, but I just don't think it's as bad as she's putting out. Look, why do you think she didn't come over here after the hospital?
Well, like Ione said, Mr. Myers is paying for it.
Yeah, and like Ione said, giving her visions of great wealth at Ben's expense. Open your eyes, Miriam. She always leaves a pattern.
Babs, what are you talking about?
A pattern just like every time before. Look, what happens every time she gets a whiff of free money? She gets some other jerk to go into cahoots with her, to work the plan with her. Look at Tab. Remember him and how she got him to work on that phony paralysis thing with your father?
Of course I remember all of that, but this is a lot different. She is suing Ben and the hospital for malpractice. Now, she couldn't do that if she were faking.
Oh, really?
Well, she couldn't, could she?
This is our chance to find out.
Our chance?
Yeah, you and I are going to play detective.
Oh, no, wait a minute. The last time we... No, correction. Do you remember the last time that I got into trouble trying to spy on little Nancy? Trapped in a closet trying to take a picture of her walking out of a wheelchair.
I know, Miriam, but it was worth it.
Oh, was it really? We didn't even get to use the picture.
Well, that's just because you let Tab take the film away from you. I should think you'd want to get even for that.
I don't want to get even.
Well, when you find out how easy it's going to be, you'll change your mind.
Don't count on it. Frankly, I don't want to hear another word about it.
Well, where are you going?
Oh, I think I'll just go on over to the Redlands and find out what they're going to name their new baby girl, okay? Are you coming? Ione, come on.
Yeah, but wait a minute, Miriam.
Babs.
Wait a minute.
Babs, I said I don't want to hear any more about it. Oh, you are such a doll. Yes, you are. Oh, Carla, can I hold her?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Oh, you little cutie. There we go. Say, do you know who I am? Huh? I bet you're wondering, aren't you? I'm Terry. I was one of the first people to greet you when you came into this world. Yes. Oh, that's right.
Mom. Hey.
Sweetheart.
Miriam.
I have been waiting all afternoon to get to my granddaughter.
I know what that means. I'm going to have to give her up.
No, just give her over.
Hey, Grandma, she's smiling at you.
I wonder why.
Probably got gas. You two, watch it. You hear what they said, baby. Tell them you're smiling at your grandmama because you're so proud of her, aren't you, sweetheart?
Oh, she's just darling, Carla. Thank you. Kind of reminds me of when Eric was a baby.
That's it.
Hey, where is Eric? Oh, he's out collecting some of your leaves. I hope you don't mind, because he found some that were just perfect for a science project.
Why don't you go out and help him, Jimmy?
Okay.
Lucille was the one who found out about it, Jean. Dale Phelps came in with the medication and said that it wasn't working. She checked on it and we discovered the mix-up.
Well, that may be the break that Dave needs. I mean, no matter what Brubaker says, Dave can't be held responsible for anything he may have done, drugged like that. Not saying that he did it either.
Yes, I know, and Harold suggested that as a possible line of defense if it comes down to that. But he doesn't think it'll hold up in court.
Yeah, well, I think we'll just have to believe that something better is going to come up.
We will. It has to.
Now, maybe you ought to give it back to me now.
Oh, but not till I've had my turn.
Oh, well, now, sweetheart, Babs wants you, honey. I tell you, there won't be a shy bone in her body the way she's being passed around.
Mom, it is her party after all.
Well, I mean, we were wondering when you're going to name this precious little bundle.
Yes.
Well, be patient. I mean, give us time.
Well, what's the matter with today?
Well, no, we will. I mean, as soon as our last guest gets here.
Who else is coming?
Well, now, there's probably that guest.
Hold your horses, everybody. Harold.
Hey, G.
Hey, buddy. Glad you can make it.
Thanks for asking. Hey, buddy.
Hi. You mean we've been waiting all this time for you?
Well, now, is everybody ready to eat?
Well, I certainly am, and afterwards we will make the grand announcement.
Shame of me.
Look at Daddy's little girl.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
Come on.
Folks, I want you to meet our brand new baby daughter, Alicia.
That's so nice. Oh.
I love you, my precious little girl. Look at you. That smile will stop the world. You're my gift, Alicia, my child. Special angel, Alicia, my baby, little girl. I love you, my Alicia.